Kyle then admits that he was joking, as he does not want to be inside a dead body. Touka wants his old body back, so he tries to steal the magic necklace from Anri, and when Emery goes to sleep, Touka sneaks into her room to take the necklace. Then suddenly Touka sees Kyle trying to stab the necklace and destroy it. If Kyle does this, then Touka's soul is dead, and also the body of Sion is lost. Touka now knows that Kyle wants him dead. He does not want to spend time with him or interact with Kyle, as he is his enemy now. They all start fighting demons on their quest, and during the battle Kyle and Touka end up alone. That is when Kyle admits the truth. He has always hated Sion, and was jealous that Sion became the hero and was chosen to be the best. Kyle tried to kill him several times while pretending to be his friend. Kyle wanted to switch bodies with Sion and take over his soul. Kyle then decides to kill Touka and finally becomes the only hero. Yuna arrives at the last moment and stops Kyle from killing Touka and reheard what Kyle said about his evil plans. Kyle then reveals that necromancers are part demons, which means that Henry is also half demon. Kyle really wants to enter Sion's body and become the new hero, and he wants Anri to do this. Anri then admits to the group that necromancers are human born on the side of the demons, and she has a crystal heart because of her demon side. Touka still decides that Anri is actually a nice person, and she should not be judged because of her origins. Anri in that moment decides to marry Touka if he saves the world. Touka then sets a trap for Kyle. Kyle gets into the trap and falls into the ocean. The group tries to get some rewards for finishing the quest, but they do not get enough money. They spend all their money on new gear and weapons. Touka then leads the group to the royal capital, and he plans to earn a lot of money there. In the meantime, we see an evil assassin is planning to attack and kill Princess Marguerite. Touka is still in Sion's body, and while his soul is alive, the body is turning into a pure skeleton. Touka has nothing but a ruined skeleton as his body. He hates his new form and wants his old body back. The group arrives to meet the king of Farum called Lark Vault. Touka has to wear a mask to pretend he is Sion so that the king does not notice his new form. It then revealed that the king wanted Sion to marry his daughter Princess Marguerite. Touka has to go on a date with the princess during a special festival in 2 days. Marguerite has a condition called mess. Her body drains mana, and she will die if she does not eat a lot of food. A doctor called Leland finds out that Anri is a necromancer, and he comes up with a plan to restore Touka. The doctor tells Touka and his group that they have to hunt down some demons in the city. The group accepts this, and while hunting for this demon they meet a knight called Saruella. Anri and Yuna get kidnapped by a necromancer skeleton. Touka then finds out that Princess Marguerite is really fat from all the food she has been eating. Still, her mess sickness makes her skinny after all the food she eats. She loses mana and fat at the same time. Touka decides to find Anri and Yuna. It's then revealed that Dr. Leland is actually Skeleton Man, the evil necromancer. Leland plans to kill everyone in the city and then take their skin and create an army of undead skeletons. He will also give the skin to the dangerous demon and frame Anri for the whole mess. Touka goes to the festival with the princess and Isac. The tutor for the princes thinks that Touka is not really Sion. The princess realizes that Touka is not really Sion. She figures this out because he acts totally differently. Marguerite then runs away, and she is found by Dr. Leland, and who wants to use her in his experiments. It's revealed that Leland has turned many people into crazy skeletons. Touka decides to save the princess and stop Leland. The princess realizes that while Touka is not Sion, he is actually a really good person and a hero. Leland takes the princess and knocks her out. Touka joins forces with Isaac and other people in the kingdom. To save the princess, they all go to the dungeon that Leland has created to summon demons and create skeletons, while in plans to remove all the skin from the princess and then marry her. Touka stops this ceremony and tries to save the princess. There are many demons there, so Touka and his friends have to defeat them. Leland then uses a magic potion to summon more skeletons. Isaac gets injured in the battle. Touka takes the princess into the woods as he tries to run away from his enemies. He uses stealth and strategy to find Leland and finally stop him. Anri is really impressed, and Touka explains that he has to learn all of this to survive demon attacks. When he was a child, his parents died, so he had to defend himself. The princess now falls in love with Touka. Touka has to find some mana to defeat Leland in battle. Isaac tells Touka that he can consume the liquid that the princess creates. They come up with an insane plan. Touka does not want the princess to pee in his mouth, so he then comes up with another plan. This time he really realizes that Leland is not really a necromancer. He is just a normal guy who is using a crystal to create and control the skeletons. Touka then finds the crystal and the princess destroys it. While Leland is captured, a giant demon appears. This demon is defeated by the group. During the battle, Touka has his skull broken and he dies. The princess is really sad and she starts to cry over his dead body. She has truly fallen in love with Touka no matter how different he is from the original Sion. her tears regenerate Touka, and now he is back to normal. As his body is healed, he now uses the hero's sword and kills the demon. In the meantime, we find out that a necromancer is controlling the demons. This evil necromancer is very interested in Touka and his skills. While Leland put in prison and he loses his mind, the king gives Touka a reward. He gets a giant carriage that is run by magic. The princess decides to join Touka and his friends on their adventures. Touka realizes that while he now has a normal body, in a few weeks it will turn back into its skeleton form. It takes too much magic to keep his skin in normal body. Anri and the princess get into an argument over who is going to marry Touka. Yuna does not know how she feels towards Touka, and she maybe wants him for herself. Still, Yuna realizes that the other girls will marry him, so she leaves the party. She is then attacked by a zombie, and after it bites her, she starts to transform into an undead. Touka does not want to leave her. A warrior called Balarko arrives to help them. Balarko thinks that the group should take shelter in a mansion. Yuna turns into a zombie, and Anri has to control her with her magic. It's revealed that when a person turns into a zombie, they are aggressive and cannot control themselves. They can spread this when they bite someone else. Anri wants to possess Yuna and tries to find out who put this curse on her. Touka tries to help, but he is just a pervert who wants to get closer to Yuna. The demon and some zombies attack the group. Touka and his soul are still inside Yuna to try and calm her down. The group is now in danger, and they cannot fight off the demon and his minions alone. That is when suddenly Touka is able to use the holy sword, and he defeats the demon and zombies. It's then revealed that since Touka is in Yuna's body, her soul is also truly heroic. Like this video, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I will bring more exciting anime in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.